The triple support meta is now dead. In Elite Marvel Rivals Season 1 patch note thread on X, there are major nerfs against most supportive and defensive heroes, while more dive, tanks, and DPS receives buffs. Today, in this video, I'll be deep diving into the new changes that will vastly affect the new meta, the buffs and the nerfs of each hero, and who's looking like to be the strongest to play and help you rank up. If you enjoy the video, please like and subscribe for more Marvel Rivals content, and comment below how you feel about the new changes. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Dive tanks including Venom and Thor receive some absolutely incredible buffs to increase their dive capability, with the main message from the devs being to have more of a threat in battle. Venom's dive is to launch enemies in the impact zone closer to him rather than directly up, so you'll be launched to Venom by a 75-degree angle, with his ultimate cost going from 2,800 down to 2,500, so a 300 decrease. Captain America can now use his shield mid-air to stop him from being shot as he launches into battle, with the projection speed from his shield throw from 60 meters per second to 80 meters per second, so a 20 meter per second increase, and his ricochet speed from 100 meters per second to 150 meters per second, a 50 meter per second increase. The ultimate cost has gone from 3,100 down to 2,800, which is a 300 decrease. When he's airborne from the melee attacks too, whether it's Groot or anyone who's just melee attacked him 3 times, he will no longer activate his slam ability if you're also trying to melee back, which is amazing. And Groot's Thorn will also get a minor buff, which places it 18 meters ahead instead of 15 meters as a maximum range. These buffs are designed to improve Captain America and Venom's impact in the fight and their diving capability. With a reduction to both their ultimate cost, building ults will be 100% faster, and especially with Captain America, his projectile speed will make it harder for players and enemies to dodge his shield. Venom's dive buff gives Venom the ability to deal more damage to enemies before they can escape and get healed, or just simply walk out of his range. And the Groot Wall buff gives him the ability to trap enemies closer to him, blocking them off from heals and line of sight, who are at that slight awkward angle. 5 healers receive massive nerfs: Cloak and Dagger, Mantis, Luna Snow, Loki, and Invisible Woman. 3 of those are in the top 5 most picked agents for PC competitive. Cloak and Dagger absolutely got demolished in this patch note, with their ultimate being nerfed from 3,400 to a 4,000 cost point, with a 600 point increase. Cloak and Dagger's ult duration is now down from 10 seconds to 8. The healing factor for the ultimate can no longer be stacked, meaning you can't just go back and forth to create a larger healing pool over your ultimate. However, the heal per segment is up from 220 per second now to 250 per second, and the pause between each section has been decreased from a 1 second wait to a 0.67 wait. You also have more control of the camera instead of it being locked to where you're going during the ultimate. However, the Cape Terror has also had a buff for its vulnerability from a 20% to a 28%. Invisible Woman had her ultimate increased from 4,000 to 4,300, a 300 increase. Loki had his ultimate increased from 3,400 to 4,000, which is a 600 point increase. However, his primary fire now gets 12 bullets instead of 10. Luna Snow's ultimate now goes from 4,000 to 4,500, a 500 increase. And Mantis's additional health in her ultimate has dropped from 100 down to 75, so just a 25% decrease. Nothing too major. How does this affect the playstyle and the meta? Well, the increased ultimate cost means that charging up ultimates will take a lot longer. This is designed to stop teams from creating just the 3 healer meta, which can get pretty boring after a while, by having 3 heavy sustaining ults and having one pop one after another after another. Any 3 ults can be combined for a duration of 20 to 30 seconds if you are running a 3 healer meta, if you all consistently pop your ults, with most of them just being constant heals and buffs to allies, which doesn't reward strategy and is more of a panic option. The developers really want players to think about their attack strategy, and 3 heavy sustaining ultimates removes a large aspect of coordination as you just pop it and it signals to go in, and the pacing, which is typically given to the tank role, is removed when a Luna Snow or a Mantis uses their ultimate and just encourages the team to completely push. While these do win team fights, popping ults randomly with no thought can lead to bad habits. As well as that too, a ton of people are complaining about how unbreakable the triple support meta and triple healing meta is, and it's getting quite boring. So how does this actually impact the meta, the gameplay, the pick rates, and the team composition? This mid-season patch is designed to remove and discourage the triple support meta, with tanks like Doctor Strange and Magneto getting a nerf, which I'll get into soon, and promote faster paced, action-driven metas like Dive and Brawl. Buffs to tank heroes like Venom and Captain America are to make them more viable and more picked for a high-pace dive composition and initiate team fights without spending too many cooldowns and resources on actually initiating the team fights. The new meta will look at being more of a dive and brawl meta, as I've just mentioned, with heroes including Venom, Captain America, The Thing that we're yet to see, being highly sought after, to a lesser degree Groot as well. He'll also be thrown into that category too. DPS, we should see an increase of Bucky, Wolverine if he's not banned, Hela, Psylocke, Black Panther, Magik, Spider-Man, and potentially Iron Fist as well, as they are all high dive characters that can deal high damage and have some high escape routes. We'll see how the Human Torch interacts into this mix, but we'll have to wait a few weeks. Moon Knight, Black Widow, Squirrel Girl are most likely going to take a back seat for a little bit. However, other characters like Namor, Punisher, and Iron Man are to be flexed, and you can see them coming out in and around between. For support, most of the supports are still viable, but their ultimate cost increase makes it hard to run 3 of them at a time, as other heroes are better for value when it comes to ultimates and giving heals. Adam Warlock is the only one that has received a buff, which could make him more prominent into the battlefield, while Mantis and Luna Snow still follow strongly, Invisible Woman behind them, as who we will most likely see, but Cloak and Dagger will just be pushed down to the pick rate ladder, and they just won't be highly sought after with their massive debuffs. Rocket Raccoon and Loki will still flex, and the same with Jeff. You know, you'll find him in and a few between. We saw that the triple support meta wants to be suppressed by the devs, and they want more of a dive orientated focus. We can expect to see some changes in the pick rates, with some heroes being more picked than others. If you do enjoy the video, please like, comment, and subscribe as usual, and let me know down below what you guys want to see and how you will react to the Human Torch and The Thing coming into Marvel Rivals.